Hello everyone, a very good morning, afternoon or evening to you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I know a lot is happening right now, but I trust and I choose to believe that you are doing very well. So, right now, everywhere we go, when we go to the left and when we go to the right, when you look to your back, everything you hear right now is coronavirus. And so I thought, you know what, I might as well just talk about coronavirus today. As always, my name is Omowunmi, also known as Stokes, the very honorable Minister of Enjoyment. Welcome to Create Your Reality broadcast. So, coronavirus is currently what is trending everywhere. I'm not an expert on coronavirus. However, what I decided to do today is to instill, to remind you, to encourage you that fear is one of the greatest things that is causing panic right now. Not even the coronavirus. Not even the coronavirus, I say that again. Fear. And fear is not of God. Fear is not something that you want to keep with you. So I just want to encourage you today. Watching me right now, busy working moms, fathers, young and old, every person that will have the opportunity to watch this broadcast, to not let fear set in. Perfect love casted out fear. I know it's daunting and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, a lot is happening and media is doing a perfect job. That is what they do, of spreading and telling all these things that is happening with coronavirus. As a person, I don't watch the news, I don't read newspaper, for very obvious reason, because I'm a very emotional person. So I stay away from anything that does not improve my well-being, my emotional being. I stay far away from it. But I'm in tune with what is going on in society. I have friends, I have family, especially my husband, who keeps me up to date with what is going on. So that is my safety net for guiding and protecting my heart. It's different for every person, so I'm not asking you not to watch the news. All I'm saying is guard what you hear, guard what you see, and guard what you say with your mouth, especially at a time like this. So, I have 3 scriptures that I just want to say to you, at such a time as this, that would help you. As always, I want to keep the broadcast very short, very sweet, very simple. So all I want to do today is just to encourage you, is just to remind you that fear is not of God, and that you are able to win at such a time as this, and also to tell you that this will pass away. Yes, it will pass away. There's always joy in the morning. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. So the 3 scriptures that I want to share with you today from the Bible, the first one is from Mark 5:36. I'm reading from my smartphone. Mark 5:36, the New King James Version. Do not be afraid, only believe. You say, what do I mean, Tokes? You're asking me. All I'm saying to you that despite everything happening to the left and to the right, hold on to your faith. Do not hold on to fear. Faith and fear, I say their words and opposite. They don't. Two of them can't stay in the same place. So it's either you have fear or you have faith. I want to encourage you to have faith. Have faith. Do not be afraid, only believe. You say, what do I believe? Believe that you are the healed and not the sick. Believe that he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Believe that no evil will come near your dwelling. That's what I want you to believe. That coronavirus will not come near your family, will not come near your loved one, that you will be saved, that you will be preserved. That's what I want you to believe. The second scripture that I want to share with you is from Philippians 4:6, from the New Living Translation. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Well, this is a very good example of when you need to pray. You pray in the morning, you pray in the afternoon, you pray in the evening, you pray all the time. If you're like me, you don't have to wait for something to happen before you pray. But at such a time as this, your prayer definitely is something that you can do, that will keep you inspired, that will keep you motivated, that will keep you looking at the right things and believing the right things as well. So pray. You say, what do I pray about? Pray about coronavirus. Yes, you can. You can decree a thing and it shall be established. Say exactly what you want. Say, I'm the healed and not the sick. Say, it's far away from me. Say, my family, my husband, my children, everyone connected to me, they are saved, they are preserved. Say that coronavirus, it goes away. Wherever it came from, it goes back there. We don't want it anymore. Enough is enough. You can't say and it can't be. The third scripture that I want to share with you from the Bible is from 2 Timothy 1:7, New King James Version. It says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Perfect. That is all that you need to know right now. So God is not the one instilling fear right now. It's everything happening, what you're seeing, seeing, what you're hearing, and what you're saying to yourself. That is what will instill fear in you. And I want fear to be far away from you. I do not want you to be afraid. Do you know something as well? Do you know that do not be afraid? It's written 365 days in the Bible. Check it out. As homework for you to do. Check it out. So one for every day. So you have a do not be afraid, do not fear for every day of the year. So I want to encourage you not to be afraid at such a time as this. There's a lot of panic buying right now, but you know what? I say to myself, I'm fine. There are a lot of illustrations I can give you from the Bible that reminds me of such a time as this. And you know what? This is not the first time that something like this has happened, and we survived it. We did very well. So I want you to hold on to your confession of faith. So I will end the broadcast today. My church has a confession of faith that we say in church, and they printed a new one, and so I have it with me here. So I thought this would be a perfect example to end the broadcast, and you can say this with me as well. Yes, you can. So I'm just going to read the health and life and long life section of the confession. It's very simple, it's very short as well. So say it after me. I'm going to start with the beginning, which is my confession, and then I'll read the health and long life. And it says, "I have whatsoever I say. Death and life are in the power of my tongue. I choose to speak life. I have the spirit of faith, and I speak." Now to health and healing, now say this with me. "Jesus has taken away my sicknesses and carried all my pains. I no longer have them. By the stripes of Jesus, I am healed. God satisfies my mouth with good things so that my youth is renewed like the eagles. Every part of my body is functioning perfectly. God satisfies me with long life, and He shows me His salvation. Therefore, I cannot die young." I love that part so much. You know, I keep saying to myself that I live a long, full, healthy life. Nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing lacking. So I love that scripture so much. I live till I am satisfied. I live a long and healthy life. So that's all I have time for today on this broadcast, talking about coronavirus, encouraging you, reminding you that these two will pass away. And this is only a season. Life is at the end of a tunnel. These two will pass away. You know, I can end the broadcast without reminding you that you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're courageous, you're delightful, you're elegant, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're gorgeous, you're honorable, you're intelligent, you're joyful. Yes, you are. Till I come back again on another episode of Create Your Reality broadcast. Take care. Bye. Be safe.